Oh, how about this for a tough decision early on? Which direction they go here is going to say a lot about what this team wants to do. Both offensive and defensive options here. Boy, you talk about a friendly turn of the cards. This is a great round for these guys as they get themselves a dynamic player right here. The Bears have been represented here already. It wouldn't be a shock to see a second come off the board here. Still some big holes remaining to be filled. Here's where you may have to go after a lower-rated player. Excellent selection. Just what this team needs to maybe get him over the hump. Where to now? Do you get yourself a big brute for the trenches or someone who can... Oh, no need to worry about this guy. Just plug him right into a starting role and he'll be a massive upgrade. This is a pretty telling pick here. Do you go for a big bruiser up front or get yourself someone who could be a difference maker at a skill position? And now is where you need to make these last picks count. Time to fill any holes you can. Oh, and that's a key upgrade right there. He's versatile, athletic, and a big upgrade over what they had. And there's a pick that'll certainly help. Maybe not an impact signing, but you're not going to hit a home run every round.
Then the six-string circus comes to town. We hang them speakers over the crowd.
Always a tough decision, offense or defense. It's all about finding the right balance when you're putting a team together. Boy, you can't go wrong with anybody out of this group. Boy, it's finger-crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be hoping that there's still a gem or two. Oh, I tell you, you're not going to get too far in this competition without a superstar or two. And this guy right here certainly fits that billing.
Outside on a night like this, just can't hide, 'cause it's time to live it up. So come on and raise your cup. If we talk about memories, yeah, we're gonna make them. Talk about rules, you know we're gonna break them. When the lights come on, everybody's screaming, lighters in the sky, yeah, everybody's singing, every word to every song to the girl that's singing tonight. When the lights come on, everybody's feeling a hallelujah, from the floor to the ceiling. Yeah, the drink that we're, the smoke that we're, the party we're throwing, it's going all night long. When the lights come on, when the lights come on. Same, 'cause we thinking the same thing. We on the same page, 'cause we...
A new era begins today. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Draft Champions. The Cowboys enter play this afternoon, ready to see what they've got and how or if these pieces are gonna fit together. Their opponents in this one, the Chicago Bears.
This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, we just saw the recipe for success right there. Big body, strong, agile, playing with great leverage in hands. Not really able to be blocked on that play. Close things down inside.
They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, Everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
So on fourth down, here's Brad Nortman on to punt it away.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation. Whoosh.
Might have been one man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now Taylor on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Look at this spin.
Balance.
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Flush to his right. Spinning past him, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Now Taylor. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Let's see if they can convert here on 3rd and 3. Taylor now to throw on 3rd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Their dangerous wide receiver. Front.
So that's the process of putting your team together. From here, you can either take a moment to modify your lineup or, heck, head right out onto the field to see how you do. decision on their hands now. And this early on. Oh, did they get themselves a player here or what? One thing this team's going to need is some leaders, and they've got one right here. Oh, no need to worry about this guy. Just plug him right into the starting role, and he'll be a massive upgrade.
I bet she thought that I would lose my mind. Oh, no!
In these middle rounds, you have to start asking yourself, do you settle for what's available now, or do you try and push your luck? These middle rounds are where your decisions can really impact your team, because if you pass on certain positions, there's no guarantee you're going to see him again. Where to now? Do you get yourself a big brute for the trenches? Yeah, maybe not the pick that's going to change this team's fortune, but he is an improvement over what they had. Definitely some options with this pick. Do you take a skill player here or get yourself some help up front? Now it's getting to the time of the draft where you really want to get lucky and hope somebody falls into your lap. And now, which side of the football will they address here? Some interesting options either way. It's the age-old question on draft day. What's the bigger need? And I think that pick comes to the surprise of nobody. You had to figure they'd lean that way if a player from that team became available. Still a few holes on this roster and not a lot of time left to do anything about it. Yeah, I think they got the best player there, and they got a guy that fills a big need, so that's an excellent choice. Yeah, no surprise here. Anytime you can get your hands on a player of his caliber, I think you pretty well have to pull the trigger.
Facing stills in the building, flash the camera. I'ma drop the hammer. Things done changed the hip-hop since I let Bobby out the slammer. Hip-hop start on the East Coast, then it move west down to Bama. I'ma bring it back to New York. Hold on, then throw your hands up. Pass me a cup of the club with the juice in the get bent out. Then I'ma slide with it to my ride and head up to my penthouse. Oh, I'm not trying to take it slow. Working hard, caking dough. Open up 24. We striving for that goal. I'll stop for nothing. I will play this game that's so easily started, not so easily parted. Oh, giants, everything is shaking through the walls. We are giants. Heart of David, you know it takes just one. It's time. This is Ghetto Editorial. See me like milk and Oreos. Dipped inside the audio. Platinum plaques in my portfolio. My lines are honest. They blow your mind like you could do what you wanna do, whether group or solo. Boston cold with a bowl of chili. Summer cheesesteak on the roll in Philly. I'm a patriot, don't do a hatred. If you make that beef, I'll smack you select. Back on up on this. Before you with this, you better walk jumping off the building up this. Oh, got the heat up the show. Face up the thermometer. I'm gonna.
All right, Larry, thank you. It is indeed time for a Draft Champions matchup and what is set to be a great Draft Champions matchup. In the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis, and these guys should have a huge impact on the outcome of this game. They're ready to roll. We're ready to roll. Let's roll. And it's the birth of a new club as we're underway in Draft Champions. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. First carry for the five-time Pro Bowler, LaDainian Tomlinson. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Second down, 9 yards to go. On second down, it's Tomlinson. And he'll get this up to about the 40. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and got some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
They'll look for the first with Tomlinson. Room here to run. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
A good explosive run there sets them up with a new set of downs, and every team wants to start their game with a really nice drive. 3 and out, no one wants to see that, and they were able to avoid it after that run.
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well. Hard for them to throttle down to leave themselves with enough room to stay in bounds and catch the ball.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Now it's Taylor, and he checks this one down to LT out of the backfield. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Throw complete right side to Cooks. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on. It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. Throwing on first down is Carr. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Rob Ninkovich coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. On second down, here's Carr. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
They run with Murray, and he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1, You know, the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
He was trying to get it to Steve Smith that time, and that'll bring up second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And this is incomplete. They were looking for Marshall that time, and that'll make it third down. And you really can't pin that one on the quarterback, Charles. The O-line, they've got to protect better.
And they know it. That's their meal ticket. They want to take care of the big guy behind them. In this case, they let him down.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Call it a gain of 5. Fourth down now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
So on fourth down, here's Jake Shum to punt it away. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. Jake Shum on to punt it away. So as they take it over, we step aside. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 1st and 10 inside their own 20-yard line.
This for a tough choice early on. Which direction they go here is going to say a lot about what this team wants to do. The Vikings have already been heard from in this draft. Now, here's a chance to have a second player go. And this is a big piece of the puzzle right here. Maybe a no-brainer, but a great pick regardless. I'll tell you right now, you won't go wrong adding any of these guys to your team. So, with a handful of starters already nailed down, you have to ask yourself, do you dare go for depth, or do you just try to cover? Tampa Bay, you might remember. I'm not sure that this selection is going to provide a huge punch, but he's at least a guy that does have some upside. Yeah, here's a spot where the fan base would be clamoring for a skill player. But do you listen to him or go after someone who can help you up front? What to do here? Build up the interior of your line or get that skill player to add another weapon? And with time running short, you've got to hope some guys fall into your lap, or you could be left with some real holes on your roster. Boy, it's finger crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be hoping that there's still a gem or two that becomes available. These are tough decisions here. Offense, 2 words here. Difference maker. That's what that pick right there is. And this team does have a lot of needs, but this guy is a legitimate star, and he'll make everyone around him better.
Please come join me. One thing, good vibes only.
A bit of a dilemma with this threesome. Which side of the ball do you turn your focus to here? Boy, you talk about a talented player. This guy's one of the best around.
Do something crazy. Come by, bring a rack. New grill and a bunch of snacks. And where we going, you don't need a map, you don't need a nap, you don't need jack. Except lots of people, some very loud speakers, cold drinks and good. Join me. One thing, good vibes only. I just tapped. I'ma fill my cup. Got fireworks. Let's blow some down. Tonight I'm going stupid. Doing things I've never done. We all got one thing in common. We just wanna have fun. Hey. Think about to do it. Think about to do it. Do something crazy.
A new era begins today.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Set to return, this is Brandon Cooks. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. He'll come out throwing here on first down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
He'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. He's by himself. Keenan Allen. Touchdown, Cowboys. Keenan Allen, 75 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. A first carry for the tailback, Devontae Freeman. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
And that was a nice play by the defense, and it is tough to be an offensive lineman nowadays, especially if you're dealing with how the defensive tackles have evolved. Their quickness, their agility, their speed has changed the big guys in the middle, the center, and the offensive guards. Formerly, they were just power players. Now they have to be light on their feet as well to keep up with the speed of the defensive players. On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Clinton McDonald with a big-time sack on third down, and it'll be a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Oh, what a move. Oh, one more time.
Won't he just stand still?
And another juke. Still on his feet. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Looking to throw. Screen play. Anderson trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're big.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Keenan Allen with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. That's a heck of a start to this one for him here in the first quarter.
2 receiving touchdowns, just getting the game underway, essentially. I mean, there's a long way to go. If I'm on defense, I got to figure out how to slow this guy down. Because when one guy shreds your team, that's demoralizing. Make him spread it around at least. But right now, he's showing no signs of slowing down.
This is taken at the 3. What a spin. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Here we go. 190.
To throw on 2nd, McNabb. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Yeah, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And it's 4th down. Here's Brad Nortman now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken in at the 22. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field, and they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Caught, Kelsey, left side. He won't go down. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he is out of bounds just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks from 10 yards out. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. On the return, here's a speedy Jamison Crowder. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Partner, we're into the 2nd quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And taken right on the 30.
Whoosh.
A second spin.
Turning and turning and turning.
He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off the drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. C.J. Anderson from 17 yards out. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field.